Actress Cheryl Lee Ralph is best known for her smash success, ABC's Abbott Elementary, but she's been a familiar face for years, beginning with her breakout Broadway hit Dreamgirls. The success of that musical coincided with the start of the HIV/AIDS crisis, leading Ralph to pick up a cause she's still fighting for today. I had the chance to speak with her about her work, her passions, and the Diva Foundation.
Take us back. Your Broadway debut, 1981, Dreamgirls. What was happening all around you in the theater community at that time?
So much was going on. First of all, our fame was rising fast. It was like a burning fire, and everybody wanted to come and see it in the best possible way. And I always tell people it was like the best and the worst time in my life, because here it is, our star is ascending, and my friends literally start dropping dead. I mean, I wrote it in a play that I had written. They were sick today and dead tomorrow. Nobody wanted to talk about who they were, who they had been. It was as if, oh, they were just gone, so shh, we don't talk about that. And it was just said with such, oh my God, such hate, such disdain, such disregard for humanity. And it was one of the best and absolute devastating times in my whole life. Part of it changed me forever. I don't think I'll ever be the same after having seen all of that.
So you start speaking out on behalf of this community and get pushback.
Oh, it was horrible. That was when I started really learning about the different levels of isms in life. I'm a child of the 60s, so I thought it was just racism. You know, I didn't know that there was sexism, sexual choice-ism. I didn't know there were all these other isms on top of it. And when people would look at me and tell me, why do you care? What's wrong with you? You must be one of those people. And I was just like, what people? The people who care, the people who are a part of our entertainment community, the talented people, the kind people. What people are you talking about? The people who said to me to my face, nobody's going to like you for caring about them. I could never wrap my brain around all these things that were being thrown at me.
So in 1990, you create the Diva Foundation. What was the mission?
Divinely inspired, victoriously aware, AIDS aware. You know, at that time, you could swing a pocketbook and knock a diva down. Everybody wanted to be a diva, but it was diva with bad attitude, you know? And my whole thing is, look, if your attitude is bigger than your hairstyle, I can't deal with this. No, it's just too much. Hence, you see me and my big hair. But I started this, and I called up all of my friends, all the divas with the good sense that I knew. I said, divas, we need to come together and use our voices, one song at a time, to raise up the memory of our friends, because they deserve to be remembered no matter what.
So the signature event was in 1991.
Yes.
And now 33 years later, it's the Divas Simply Singing.
Yeah.
Tell us what it has evolved to become.
When we first started, it was a living, breathing memorial to all the friends that I had lost to AIDS. And I said, for all of those people who, when you went to the hospital and there was no hospital bed for them and they were just out in the hallways, for those people, there was no burial for them because churches and hospitals didn't want to touch them. For those who could not get care because doctors and nurses didn't want to give them care that they just, You had to see what this was like. You had to see what it was like when people could literally stand in judgment and say that's what they get. That's what those people deserve. So I wanted to create something that could raise up their memory. They were somebody's son, somebody's daughter, somebody's lover. They were somebody to somebody. Besides, anybody that could help you with your wig and your wardrobe problems, they need to be remembered, right? So I created Divas Simply Singing, the light, the mic, and the diva with the sheer power of her voice and her presence. one song at a time to raise up their memory. And I would never have believed that we would be sitting here 33 years later and we're still doing this. I would have thought that there would have been a cure. I would have thought that at the very least we would have a vaccine.
Many people know you obviously for your acting prowess, have a hit show, but you don't just act, you also produce and you direct.
Yeah.
Tell us about your new documentary, Unexpected.
Unexpected for me is so unexpected. 2 young women get an unexpected diagnosis. They're HIV positive. Now you would think for 2 vibrant young women that this would be a diagnosis that would kill their spirit. But they take it in and they figure out, each one of them, how can I use this for good? How can I use this to help others? And that is exactly what they do. The kicker is, one of those young women met me early on when I was doing my fight, and she was young. And she said, Miss Ralph, one day I'm gonna work with you. Who knew that she'd be working with me on this project? God, you know, you never know how God and Goddess will arrange your steps in life.
Works in mysterious ways.
Works in very mysterious ways. These are stories that people need to hear because still the isms keep stacking up. And for me, it was just figuring out, what can I do? What can Sheryl Lee Ralph do?
What's next for you?
More. You know, there's a song, what is it? I want to grab that brass ring. I want, when I go around this merry-go-round, that when it comes to a standstill, I can say, I did my best and I enjoyed it. And in my mind, I know there are going to be all these young people around me, and they're going to say, that's Sheryl Lee Ralph, that's Auntie, that's Moesha Mama, that's Miss Howard, that's that lady. And I know they're all going to look at me and they're going to say, thank you, lady, thank you. And I'm going to say, I did it for you.
Miss Sheryl.
That part.
Thank you. What a
Thank
wonderful
you.
conversation. Such a pleasure and a privilege to talk with you. Really appreciate it.
And you can go to divasisimplysinging.com to find out where to watch this year's special presentation of Divas Simply Singing on Friday, December 1st, in honor of World AIDS Day.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.